Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.6%. There. On the S&P Nasdaq 0.3, semiconductor same. Dow is down about 1.2. Russell 2000 pretty much flat. Transport, banks, energy, healthcare, home builders, utility, retail, emerging market. Every single sectors are red today, except the biotech here about 0.3% positive. Gold and Bitcoin, these guys are red. Dollar up, oil up, treasure bond down. VIX popped a little bit. Let's do the S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday. And looks like we actually saw a gap down this morning here. As you can see, we opened here and looks like on that first hour, you see that long lower wick. On that first hour, bears went for it to push it down. They actually went down as low as the gap area, about 407, 406, which is a level we talked about yesterday. Should there be any kind of decline going into today? Well, bulls protected it, as you can see right there. And my micro-term moving average was also right there. So you can see on the first hour, bulls were able to bring that price back above my micro-term moving average. And then bulls got a little bit of momentum there. They got a little bit excited on that second hour and the third hour. But we talked about the fact that bulls are getting tired. So they did push for the 3 hours or so. And then on the fourth hour, looks like bears were able to kind of see that bulls are running on empty. Brought it down. Fifth hour, we hung around right on that micro term. We lost that micro term on that 6th hour. So you can see, let's zoom out here. So these are the levels bulls are working with. And these are the levels that bulls are going to kind of trying to utilize it to protect themselves if bears start to attack here. So you can see, first of all, the gap area is still open. So 405, 406 area is still going to act as support going into tomorrow. Currently, we're sitting right on that rising pivot right here, right? That's where we're sitting at. We have a secondary rising pivot right here. That's a resistance, right? You see resistance, 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 potential support. So we do have bulls got a lot of supports they're working with, and bears need to go through them before they can see any kind of momentum to the downside. Right now, in the short term of things, you can see we got these higher lows and higher highs, which is working for the favor of the buyers in the short term. So buyers got all the momentum here. We did lose a micro term moving average on the last hour, but we're still sitting on a lot of these supports. Short-term moving average is rising. My mid-term moving average is also rising. I think best bet for the bears, for the sellers, just because we're dealing with so many support areas here. We got 405, 404, the rising pivots and stuff. I think the best case scenario, if the bears really want to see some sort of a pressure to the downside, I think they really need to gap it down instead of trying to come down, just trying to bring it down to push through these supports, because these supports will act as supports. So I think the best case scenario would be like gapping it down and then gap it below this up gap and maybe turn this into an island top reversal. I think that would be the best case scenario. Obviously, bulls don't want to see that, because if we see an island top playing out here, bears can bring it down to about 400, because that's going to be pretty impactful, just because bulls are working with overbought condition. Let's check out that oscillator. See if we can check any more information. So you can see the oscillator is falling, but the price isn't, right? You can see when the oscillator fell here, price fell with it. Oscillator fell here, price fell with it. Oscillator fell here, price fell with it. Oscillator is falling, price is moving sideways. Essentially, what the buyers are doing. That's why I suggested the best case scenario for the bears is to gapping it down, because they need to really jumpstart this thing if they want to see bear attack happening again. Because what the buyers are doing right now is they're trying to correct through time. They know that they're tired. Buyers know that they hit the overbought level. They know that they need to rest. They know that the oscillator needs to reset. If bulls can manage to stay above, even like stay above 405, possibly even 404, right? If they can stay above 404 and then just kind of oscillate, you know, back and forth here, kind of stagnant sideways move here, something like this, and they're gonna just wait until the oscillator hits all the way to the bottom of its band and then let the oscillator reset while the price moves sideways, and then bulls will have all the energy to bring it back up. That might be the play here, unless we see a gap down tomorrow morning or some fast and furious bloodbath going into tomorrow. But if we hang around here in this vicinity, probably that's what bulls are working for. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and go trading tomorrow.